Hi everyone. We're still in chapter 5, Financial Mathematics. In this session, we will explain the personal loan. Okay? So we'll start by the definition of personal loan. Okay? So normally this agreement or is used to purchase expensive items. So in this statement, some people prefer to organize a personal loan through a bank, credit union, or other financial institution. Personal loans often cost less. Normally, we are talking here on the advantage of personal loans. So personal loans often cost less than other forms of payment. Okay, why? Because of lower interest. Because of lower interest rates and lower fees. Okay, normally we have banks have tables from which the monthly repayments. So in this table, banks have tables, standard tables. Okay, indicates monthly repayments. For example, monthly repayments are on each with different interest rates on each $1,000 borrowed. Okay, so we will see and give this table. We have a standard table. Okay, on amount borrowed an amount per $1,000 borrowed with various annual interest rate. Okay, so and for different long term, different long term in months, given months. So for 12, if the long term is 12 months, uh, with 10% 10% rate interest rate, so the monthly repayment for an amount of $1,000 is given by 87.99159. Okay, and so on. So we will start by the example one. They ask us to use the table above to calculate the monthly repayment on a loan of $8,300 for 4 years and at 13%. Normally, to use that table, we need normally we need for the rows, we need the long term. Long term is 4 years. 4 years, but we need it in months. So normally 4 times 12 equal to 48 months. So the long term here is equal to 48 months. To use a table, we need the long term and we need the interest rate. The annual interest rate equal to 13%. So normally 13%, we will need 13% and 48. We search for 48 on rows, so we obtain it. So we need this row and we need 13%. So on columns, so 13% here. So we need this column. So the intersection, the cross cell between this row and this column, this is the cross cell. Okay, so 26, the monthly repayment on or per sorry, per $1,000, okay, is equal to 26.8275. So normally we have 26 per $1,000 borrowed, but here in this statement we have $8,300 borrowed. So we need to know how much $8,300 contains 1,000. Normally, we divide 8,300 by 1,000, we obtain 8.3. So we multiply the monthly repayment by this coefficient equal to 8.3 to obtain the monthly repayment for the given amount borrowed. Okay, so in this statement, we have 2,022.67 okay, as monthly repayment for $8,300 for 4 years as long term and for 13 at 13% as interest rate. Okay, so we will apply the same strategy to calculate the monthly repayments on a loan of $9,000 for 3 years at 12%. So normally to use the table, we need the long term in months and the annual interest rate. So normally 3 years is equivalent to 3 by 12, normally 36. Okay, so 36. So 36 months and 12%. Referring to the table above, 36, this row, okay, with 12%, 12%. So the cross cell is this one. So $33.2143, okay, as monthly repayment. Okay, so we want to multiply this monthly repayment is per $1,000, okay, dollars borrowed. But here in this loan, it is in this statement we have $9,000. So $9,000 contains 9 times the $100 because $9,000 divided by 1,000 equal to 9. So we multiply the monthly repayment per $1,000 by 9 to obtain the monthly repayment on a loan of $9,000 for 3 years at 12% as interest rate. And you can take the exercise two as application, direct application, and you can imitate them same strategy to solve it, very easy. And I will, for example, I will take the first part to calculate the monthly payment on loan of $85,000 for 2.5 years. Normally 2.5, 2.5 by 12 will obtain 30 months. So we need the loan terms equal to 30 months with the annual interest rate, and we refer to the table interest rate 10.5, and normally we need 24. We need 2.5, 30 months. So 30 months. So normally the monthly repayment per 1,000 equal to $1,000 borrowed equal to 38, okay, 0.04 dollars. So normally we multiply this amount, this monthly payment, by the 85,000 divided by 1,000 by the coefficient equal to 85 to obtain the monthly repayment for a loan of $85,000 for 2.5 years at annual interest rate equal to 10.5%. Easy. So we will move to find how to calculate the total cost of the loan. The total cost of the loan equal to monthly repayment times monthly loan term, because we repay the cost, okay, with interest over a monthly over long term in months. So we calculate the total cost of loan by multiplying the monthly repayment that we computed, okay, by the monthly loan term, and we add the loan application fee. Each loan agreement, okay, need we need to pay an application fee for each loan agreement. So normally it is easy to calculate and to refer to the table to calculate the monthly repayment on a loan of $6,900 for 3 years at 12.5%. We need these two numbers, 3 years, equivalent to 3 by 12, 3 by 12, 36, 36 months and 12.5% to obtain that monthly repayment per $1,000 borrowed, but we multiply it by 6,900 over 1,000, so by 6.9 as coefficient to obtain the monthly repayment for our loan of $6,900. Okay, and to obtain the total cost of the loan, we add or we multiply first, we multiply by the monthly loan term 36 plus the application fee, which is equal to 180 to obtain the total cost of the loan. So easy to solve also the exercise 3 and 4 and to obtain the indicated results. Moving to the exercise 5, we want to explain how to calculate the total cost of each loan exceed the amount borrowed, how to obtain the total cost. So normally it is the difference between the total cost of loan and the original price of the purchase. We can apply this remark on the exercise 5, part A. So we use the table to calculate the total cost. The total cost is equal to the monthly payment by times the monthly loan term plus the application fee, the loan application fee. So we use a table to obtain the monthly repayment. We multiply it by the monthly loan term. We add the loan application fee, and then we subtract what? We subtract the original price of the purchase. So normally it's very easy to use the calculator, the table above the first, second or the third slide to first calculate the total cost of loan. We obtain this number, this amount, this monthly repayment using the table. Then from the total cost of the loan, we subtract the original price of the purchase to obtain $1,000 and 278.52 as the exceed amount. Okay, in the last slide we will talk a little bit about the advantages and disadvantages of personal loan. Okay, so as advantages, we saw before in the definition of a personal loan that the personal often cost less than other forms of payment, such as the buying on terms or deferred payment schemes, because of lower interest rates and lower fees. So it is this sentence, okay, representing advantage of the personal loan. So we can write it. It costs less than other forms of payments. So because of lower interest rate and lower fee. The second advantage, we have numerous of the advantages and the disadvantages, and we want to talk about a few of this one. So the loan is not repayable. Why? On demand, and so it is not flexible. not repayable on demand, and so available for term of loan 3 of 10 years unless you breach the loan conditions. Okay, the interest rate may be fixed for the term, so you will know the level of repayment. So it is very easy to know the monthly repayment throughout the life of the loan or throughout the long term. Okay, so these one are um advantages, and these advantages in some cases loan are secured against the asset of the business or your personal possession, example your home, your computer, your cars, and etc., and so on. Loans are not very flexible. You could be paying interest on funds you are not using. Okay, and as disadvantages also, we can find that there may be a charge if you want to repay the loan before the end. If we want to end the loan before the ending of the long term, so the interest, particularly if the interest rate is fixed, because we have an interest rate fixed, so you may be a charge exceed extra charge if you want to repay the loan before the end of the loan term. So this is the end. Thank you for listening, and I'm waiting for any of your question. Bye bye.